Yo, what up guys, Sammy Lee here from the Soul Brothers, and today I just got the D.O.N issue number 1 in. So this is Donovan Mitchell's first signature shoe, and of course he signed with Adidas. So this shoe is $100, right? So it's more on the budget side. If you guys want to cop, I'll leave a link in the description box. But let's get it started off with the traction. So the traction is actually just full-length herringbone. You do have two colors, and I was wondering if it's a dual density outsole, and it doesn't say anything on their website, but me just feeling it, the red part actually feels a lot harder than the blue part. So I'm guessing that it is. When I try to move it with my fingernail, the red part is a lot harder to move than the blue part. Durability seems like it's gonna be good, especially since I'm guessing the red part is a higher wear rubber. It has deep grooves, so outdoor use should be okay. Dust, I have no idea. I haven't played in these yet. I just got these today. And just like on the wood floor, like trying it here in my room, it seems like it's pretty damn nice. Like the stop seems good. It has a nice little squeak, nice little bite to it. So overall traction seems pretty nice. One thing I do want to talk about is this outsole shape. You know, so it reminds me of the Marquee Boost. You know how it was super flat like a pancake, you know? So like when you're running, it kind of like slaps the floor. And that's what it kind of does here in the D.O.N issue 1s. I don't like this shape at all, you know, like I would like it to be a little bit more curved, you know, like in the 0.2. It doesn't even have to be that drastic, but just a little bit of a curve here in the heel and also in the forefoot would help so that it doesn't feel so like slappy. So yeah, I think Adidas should kind of change that, but other than that, outsole seems really good. Moving on to the cushion. So the cushion is full-length bounce, and it says bounce right here in the heel area. And as you guys already know, bounce cushion is really nice. There is a nice bounce, impact protection is great, but bounce is usually heavy. So it makes the Adidas basketball shoes like pretty damn heavy. We'll get on to weight. I haven't weighed these yet, but I'm guessing it's like on the heavier side. Also, another thing I don't like about this shoe or this cushion setup is that look at how much the cushion protrudes out in the heel, right? So your ankle literally stops right here, and you have like 2 inches of like just the bounce midsole coming out right here. So it does feel a little bulky and a little chunky here in the heel area, or like not a little bit, like a lot. The insole is just your regular paper stock insole. It says Adidas Marvel, so I guess this is kind of like a Spider-Man collab. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, it's their usual paper stock insole. Not very nice, but the overall cushion, bounce cushion, is really nice. So moving on to the materials, they use a mesh here in the toe, and I guess basically throughout the entire upper it's a mesh material. It's not a shit mesh either. It feels great, feels soft. Here on the lateral side, you do have kind of like a wing, you know, and then the laces go through it. It acts like an eyelet, and I'm pretty sure that's more for like, you know, lateral containment, lateral support and stuff like that. Also, there is a little type of plastic cage here in the midfoot as well for lateral support. The tongue is actually pretty nice. There is a little bit of a padding, and also inside of the tongue it kind of looks like a spider web. And this is obviously the Spider-Man collab, Spider. Right here you can see his logo here as well. On this wing piece as well, it's just fused. At first I thought it was like a flywire cable or something like that, but it's just fused, I guess, just to look like flywire. It says issue number 1 right here. It's stitched in. You do have a very, very big heel tab. It's really easy to slide the shoe on. Feels great, you know, works like a shoehorn. You also have Achilles pillows here in the heel area. You have 4 of them, and it feels very, very nicely padded. Feels great for lockdown, and also comfortability here in the ankle area. Also, you do have this mesh material here as well. It just feels really thick and puffy. I wish they would have like kind of got rid of this, because the midsole and the heel and also this ankle area does make the shoe feel a little bit more bulky than I think it should. But other than that, materials, especially for the $100 price tag, it feels great on foot. It feels soft in hand. It looks actually pretty nice as well. It doesn't look like super cheap. So you have a Tech Fit Booty tongue. So the tongue is actually attached to another material that goes underneath everything here for a better one-to-one fit. And you do have flat tapeworm laces, which is, I think, a nice touch comparing it to like just your standard laces. So materials all in all are actually pretty damn nice. Alright, so moving on to the fit, I went true to my Adidas size, and width wise I would say it's around normal / slightly narrow. So if you're a wide footer, I would suggest trying it on if you can before you buy the shoe. But also in the toe area, it's really, really snug. So yeah, if you have a thick ass foot, then you should just watch out for that as well. For my foot, it's actually a really nice fit. Support and lockdown, like I said, is actually, it feels like it's going to be good. Lateral support seems like it's going to be great because the midsole is coming up a lot. You have this rubber part here in the midfoot area and also this wing piece. And also you do have an inclusion of the Achilles pillow, so it'll lock your heel in very, very nicely, so you won't have heel slippage. You have a nice wide base. You have a little bit of an outrigger here as well. I don't really like how this kind of like bubbles out. I feel like that looks kind of weird, but support and lockdown seems like it's gonna be great. Moving on to the weight, it's 14.6 ounces, so that's really, really heavy. So I feel like they added a lot of stuff as far as like just like extra materials, a lot of foam. So it does feel a little bulky and a little heavy underneath your foot. Not a huge fan of that. I would prefer more minimal, lighter shoes, but you know, if it performs and if it is a responsive shoe, I'm not as mad as you know, if it wasn't as responsive. Moving on to the aesthetics of the shoe, I actually really like it. I don't know about this colorway. I guess if you like Spider-Man, you'd probably like this colorway, but I think the overall silhouette of the shoe is great. I really like how there's no Adidas logos besides, I guess, on the medial side. Tell us what you guys think of the aesthetics down in the comment section below. Yeah, but for $100, I feel like just from a first impression standpoint, it's going to be a great performer. The only thing I don't really like is the bulk and the heaviness of this shoe. But other than that, traction, cushion, fit, materials, and all that for a $100 price tag seems like it's a pretty good deal. So again, if you guys want to cop, I'll leave a link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next one. Peace.